Hello, I'm here to demonstrate my Arduino project for controlling two LEDs with buttons as part of the SOT111 task 3.3p. I'll dive into the code and show how the circuit works in action. First up, the code. To find the 4 pins at the top, LED 1 on pin 8, LED 2 on pin 12, button 1 on pin 2, and button 2 on pin 4. In the setup function, I configure the LED pins as outputs using pin mode and the button pins as inputs with eternal pull-up resistors using input_pull-up. This ensures the stable buttons readings without external resistors. And I also initialized serial communicators at 9600 baud for debugging and briefly turn on both LEDs to test them both. I'll get into why this was necessary later. In the loop function, I read the state of each button using digital read. And since I'm using pull-up resistors, a pressed button reads low when released, and a release button reads high. I can easily invert this, of course, but yeah. When button 1 is pressed, LED 1 turns on with digital write high, and when released, it turns off with low. And the same logic applies for button 2 and LED 2. And I've added serial prints to log the button on LED states with 100 millisecond delays to make the output readable. And now I'll take a look at the circuit. That's it right here. It's a little bit messy, but it does work. It's connected to the Arduino, which is connected to the breadboard, and I have two LEDs, a red on pin 8 and another red on 12, with a 220 ohm resistor in the series to limit current. And the buttons are connected to, as I said, 2 and 4 using Arduino's internal pull-up resistors, so no external ones are needed. And the circuit is powered via the pull-up resistors, the USB cable, and everything is wired to the ground and V5 as needed. So it's all set up and working, thank God. I'll see it in action. The code's been uploaded, and just pressing the buttons turns the LED off. Likewise with this one, which is, thank God. And coming over here, what's interesting, if we go to Tools, Serial Monitor, this is what helped me troubleshoot it. So you can see everything's coming in down the bottom, and when I press and hold one of the buttons, one of them changes. And this is what helped me troubleshoot. It helped me recognize that one of the buttons wasn't being recognized for whatever reason, and I just have to keep plugging things in and out and off and on again. That was my technique, and it did work. But yeah, that's the demo. The code and the circuit work together to achieve this task's learning goals of controlling the LEDs with 2 buttons. Thank you.